Hi.
Hi.
How are you, Candy?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm good, thanks. So I want to introduce you to Ashley and to Tommy. Tommy and Ashley, this is Candy. She's from Candy Palooza out of Arizona.
Hi, Candy.
Arizona. Hi.
Yes, I'm a fellow Texan, Ashley. So
Oh, really? Where are you from?
I'm from Lufkin, actually.
Oh, nice.
So,
I'm from outside of Houston, Sugarland.
Okay, yeah. So I'm up 59.
Wow, look at us.
I know, right?
Cool.
I'm going to go off and let you guys chat. I'll ping you when you've got about 2 minutes left, okay? Thanks, Candy.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Ashley, Tommy. My name is Candy with candypalooza.com. It is wonderful to get to speak with you both today.
Great to see
Yes,
you.
you too, Candy.
We are talking Rugrats, and you were both Tommy's parents.
Yeah.
That's
Tell
us.
me, right? Tell me a little bit about joining the being a part of the series for both of you. How has it been?
You first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's been it's been so much fun. It's been really, I think it's still surreal, kind of surreal that I can speak for myself, but I know Tommy feels it, like we get to be a part of it. It's such the show is, it's been around for so long. People love it so much. And I wasn't even a big cartoon kid. I wasn't a big cartoon watcher, but I watched Rugrats. It's just one of those shows. And so the fact that we get to be a part of this new iteration of it is just it's just so much fun. That's what it is. It's just totally fun. And I'm just so honored. And yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same. It's always a little daunting to step into something this iconic, but luckily for us, they've kept the spirit of it and updated it, I think, appropriately for millennial parents. So it's occupies its own lane in a way that I think neither Ashley nor I would want to be trying to imitate the original parents, because they're just too good. But luckily, there's enough different about it that we can kind of sink our teeth into. I'm a relatively new parent. I got a 1-year-old, and so man, does this hit a sweet spot for me, playing these these stories about what it's like to have little ones in the era in which we're living.
Right, exactly. And kind of to go along with that, is there anything that Stu has taught you about being a parent?
I mean, we're both pretty anxious. I don't know. I will say Stu's heart is always in the right place. I hope mine is too. But Stu is able to kind of toggle between his own obsessions with his own work and his anxieties, between that and real genuine love for his wife and kids now for season 2, in a way that gear shift takes me a few minutes longer. Like he can get to that sweet spot really quickly. It takes me a while to come down from a kind of anxious period, I guess. So maybe that's something I've learned from Stu.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Yeah, parenting is something. And as the baby gets older, it's just going to be more incredible and more.
Yeah, I mean, it's so cool, and I'm having a blast. But it's like I'm still stuck between I used to not have one of these little Rugrats, and and now I do. And Stu seems to be a little further down the road than I am, I guess.
Yeah. What about for you, Ashley? Like, what have you learned from Didi, just as how she's maneuvering everything?
Yeah, I'm not a parent, but I relate to Didi a lot in her, Stu has his anxious qualities, and I think Didi also. They share that in different areas, and I like how they both kind of can bring the other down to earth in certain moments. Like they both have their anxious, neurotic moments, and with Didi, I think I love her so much because I love her openness. I love her desire to still remain creative and be creative, even when she doesn't always know where to put that energy. It's there and she's trying, and it maybe doesn't always work out, but she's still, continuing to try and be true to herself in those ways. And I just love that. I love that about her.
They're
Yeah.
both very optimistic too, and I think in a way
Yeah.
I aspire to. I want to be. I am not always optimistic. I don't think I'm necessarily pessimistic, but they always believe that, you know, today can be the greatest day. The day I break through as an inventor, or our kids do the coolest thing they've ever done, and reach a new milestone or whatever. Like just pure optimists in the best way, I think.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And it definitely comes across, you know, when you're watching it as a viewer. And you guys are, you guys are a really good team together too. Do you guys, I mean, I know for, voiceover, a lot of it is separate. Prior to taking the roles on, did you come together, or has it always been just separate?
I'm a victim of the pandemic time warp, so I don't even remember when we started this or how we first. I think it was our first recording session, maybe.
Yeah, we met our very first time recording, which was in 2019. So I think it was like September 2019. So we had a few sessions where we would get together and record, but then once 2020 hit, we were all in our separate places doing it. And for the most part, Charlie Adler, our director, has been our scene partner for everything. I mean, right, Tommy? Is he? I mean, he reads with you for everything, does he not?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Charlie, the man of a million voices, and he's
Yeah.
great. I mean, it's hard to beat getting 4 or 5 cast members together in the same studio and being able to riff a little bit. It's well above my pay grade, but I'm nudging to get us to back in there just because I need a reason to get out of the house, and that seems like as good an excuse as any. But also I watch everything. I mean, one fun thing. I'm talking too much, but when we do sort of a second stage recording where we're seeing some of the animation and kind of filling in some holes that we didn't get in the first recording, and you get to see other people's work, and that's really exciting. That is something exciting about doing it the way we're doing it now, is that and I'm always sort of pleasantly surprised to see what everybody else has come up with.
Yeah, same. It's a really cool reveal when we've all been doing it from our separate places, and then we'll go do ADR or something, like you said, where they've already done the animation, so we're fixing some things or changing some things, and you're seeing how it all came together and getting to put yourself back into it, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's an interesting aspect for you guys and for us as the viewers as well. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So I did have one fun question. Ashley, I know you mentioned you did watch Rugrats.
Mhm.
Tommy, I don't know if you did.
I did. I wasn't like all in on it. But when I told I'm interrupting you, but when I told my man, he's getting older, my mid-20s nephew that I was doing the new Rugrats, he essentially fainted. He like, the rest of my work meant nothing, but once I told him I was doing Rugrats, he was like, "Oh, you're cool now."
Yeah. So if you could voice one of the babies, which baby would you voice? Would you want to voice?
I'd want to voice Chucky. I love Chucky. I mean, I cannot compare to, but all that Chucky is. But I mean, so fun. I love him. He's so lovable.
I do too. I mean, it is so outside of my skill set to do what those women do with those characters that I wouldn't dare. But I have such a place in my heart for Chucky just taking on the world, that maybe that would be my selection. Although Angelica's snark is pretty fun too. I mean,
She's so good.
she gets some of the great lines in the show.
She's an icon. I feel like she's an icon.
She's hilarious. Like her comment, like her little just sassy comments she makes sometimes, they're so funny.
Yeah, she's amazing. They're all amazing. You as Didi and as Stu, you guys are fantastic, and we enjoy watching every episode. So thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Yes, thank you, Candy.
Yeah, honor to be with you today. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah. fellow
Oh,
Texan.
yeah, Texas girls, we got to stick together.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just a poor Alabama boy.
Sorry.
Like, this is the South too, right? Kind of.
Ish, yeah. People have
Yeah.
different ideas of what the South is, but